Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by AVEY.
Hi.
And we're gonna look at Spies in Disguise trailer number 2, starring Will Smith. So, fun fact, for the first Spies in Disguise trailer reaction we did, Will Smith actually saw it and he put it in one of his vlogs. And it blew my mind. It still blows my mind when I think about that. Will Smith knows who we are. Probably forgot about that. He maybe didn't even see it. He hasn't, his editor probably threw it in there and we're all thinking Will Smith. So anyway, I'm gonna live by the notion that Will Smith saw it, and so that makes me happy inside. The child in me who loves Fresh Prince of Bel-Air loves that, so.
Me too.
So here we go, Spies in Disguise trailer number 2.
You know how you can tell when you're the world's greatest spy? Long starting. Lance Sterling.
Lance Sterling.
Everyone knows the name. La 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 la. Don't take the loss so hard. I mean, you got to meet Lance Sterling. Thank you. Throw it back to work. Throw it back to work. It's too much. It's probably the right amount. Still go back to work.
Just hanging out in the like radiation thing.
I've been working on this thing at home. It is going to change spying forever. It's called biodynamic concealment. Imagine if I can make you, wait for it, drumroll please, disappear.
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 Why are you saying it like that?
For effect.
This next generation concealment tech, you wouldn't happen to have it on hand, would you?
I do happen to have it in hand.
Show it to me.
Sure, well, can I offer you a drink? I got water, drinkable meal replacement.
Oh God.
We had a drink. Blah. Diet stuff has a weird aftertaste. What's the tech?
Well, you just drank it. It worked. Subject appears disoriented.
What did you do?
Hey, Lance, look at me.
Look at you? I can't not look at you, Walter. I can see my butt and your face at the same time.
I'm a freak baby. Pigeons are everywhere and nobody notices them.
Wow, girl.
It's the most perfect form a spy could take.
You better unbird me right now. That's it. I'm not playing with you. Unbird. I'm raising my voice. I probably shouldn't be raising my voice at you. I need you to unbird me, Walter.
Technically, you birded yourself.
Oh, I'm hurt this boy.
Oh my God. I thought Will Smith did a great job with this one. This is awesome. I mean, you go first, because I've already talked about this in another trailer reaction.
Oh, I mean, I thought it was hilarious. You know what I love is that more and more often these days, things like that are coming out where you can genuinely enjoy them as an adult, but you can also go with kids, and I work with kids, so like it's awesome that you could mutually have that joint experience, you know?
Yeah.
That was really funny.
There were so many good jokes in this. I'm actually really excited for this trailer. I mean, I'm not into toilet humor at all, like sexual related jokes. It's not really my thing, even though I loved Friends, the show. But the moment where he's like shrinking down and he looks at his pants for a second, it's like, of course being a guy.
Sure, you're gonna be concerned about that.
It's like the little hand, he's like, wait a second, if that's small, what else is going small? It's just so immature.
It is. I just thought about that moment in Hitch, and of course, because it was Will Smith, so it was also a piece of that. But when he had that allergic reaction and he catches his reflection in the mirror and he's just like, oh! And that's definitely where my mind went that first moment when he checks his hand and then looks down below.
Is that the Kevin James movie? Oh, and then he ends up falling in love with a chick.
He does.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that now. I forgot about that moment. I'm like, vaguely, as you're saying it, I can't tell if my brain is making it up or remembering it at this point, you know?
Well, that's where my brain went.
I feel like he's doing a better job with this than I'm sorry to bring it up. He's doing a better job with this than he did with Genie in Aladdin. Did you watch Aladdin?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, there's a lot of people who actually really liked Aladdin. I was one of the few people who was like, frustrated by it. At least half of the people that watched the film really enjoyed it. Some to my surprise, some of my close friends, I was like, wow, you really liked it, huh? But Genie was the silver lining in there. Like for me, Genie actually came out as one of the better things in Aladdin. I wish he brought this guy to Aladdin more. I mean, it's always Will Smith. It's just, I guess it's a more heightened Will Smith here.
Right.
And I like it. Whatever he's doing here, however he was directed by the, I don't know who directed this, but it worked really, really well to bring out the funniest funny. Nick Bruno and Troy Quayne are the directors. I don't know who they are. Even down to the last thing there, he goes, oh boy, I'm gonna hurt you. Like,
I know.
every little thing here was great. It was perfect. I thought it was hilarious how when he stops and he's like, y'all can just calm down a little bit. And everyone stops for a second. There's a lady just hanging out in that radiation thing.
Go back to work. Go back to work. It's too much. It's probably the right amount, but still go back to work.
You know, when they check your body for weapons and stuff like that, I'm like, you just, that thing freaks me out. But I hate going through those at the airport.
Yeah, never fun.
You put on your damn glove and check me if you want to, but I don't.
See, I'm not really about any of it, really, but I understand, of course, why they have to do it.
Invade my privacy if you must, but don't put me in the radiation chamber. The kid is the only thing where I'm a little bit like, I don't know how I feel about him. It's a little bit much like in the elevator. For effect. It was a little funny. I hope that he gets funnier with as the movie progresses because he obviously has to work with Will Smith along the way, guiding him as the pigeon. I love the concept. It's very different. So you didn't see that coming, obviously, right?
No, not at all. I didn't know where that was going at all.
Okay, because when I first saw it, I was like, hold on, what is this movie about? That was the weirdest direction to go. The most unexpected place, like him turning into a pigeon. And the movie's logic is actually correct. Like, no one pays attention to pigeons, right?
I guess that's true.
You know, unless you happen to be around a very mean kid who's trying to shoot pigeons down.
Oh no.
You know,
We haven't experienced that.
Child development over here.
Yeah, well, I'd be concerned if that was happening.
What would you
To
do?
say the least.
How do you feel about the animation style?
I think it's really cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, I dig it.
It's one of those things where I was uncertain about at first, but it's actually really grown on me. I like it a lot.
What concerns you about it?
I don't know, this is sort of boxy look to some of the people. Pixar's your standard. I sort of go off of that, and every time Pixar puts out something, I really, really appreciate it. And so this feels almost like Incredibles animation, but off. That was my feeling initially. It's just grown on me. I like it a lot. I mean, Will Smith, the important part is that Will Smith looks good.
Yeah. Doesn't he always?
So everything else is sort of just a kind of standard issue. What I love is also the introduction with the action sequences where he's like surfing out of the building as this fish tank explodes or whatever that is. I don't know what that's called. Where you're free fly. What is it called when you're like? He's got the wings. I forgot what. He's gliding.
Sure.
He's hang gliding or whatever it's called. Well, hang gliding is when you have it overhead. I forgot what it's called. There's a word for it, but he's doing that through the city. He like flies out the building as it's exploding, grabs the suitcase through the helicopter. I mean, it's all pretty sick. It establishes like the apex of spies,
right?
In a very James Bond kind of way. To boil him all the way down to a pigeon is just like the most humiliating thing possible.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a good lesson there. Right?
Yeah. By the end of it, I'm sure they'll be besties and whatnot, and maybe he'll want to stay a pigeon, just like the Rock Monster in Fantastic Four. I can't remember the Rock Monster's name. I'm really hoping for a good Will Smith song. There's this video by. It's not called Pitch Meeting, because it's the guy who makes Pitch Meeting. I'm sure you never heard of this, but his name is Ryan George, and he's got his own YouTube channel, and he has a whole video about how to sing along to a Will Smith song. And he just makes the sounds that Will Smith makes, like, woohoo, yeah. He did it in the trailer, though. He made the exact sound. And that's immediately where my brain went. And I'm hoping he does a song like Men in Black or something. Any kind of song, any kind of Will Smith song, I'll be very happy for. And I'll be even happier if it gets like serious radio play and everyone's dancing to it. You know?
Yeah, super fun.
What's Justin Timberlake's song, Sunshine in My Pocket? That was from Trolls. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
And that became a hit, like on the radio. But I love that song, you know? And it works for both audiences. I think that's what I like about it. Maybe it's because I'm older now. But it's like, it works for kids and for grown-ups because it's a fun grown-up song, but kids also can get into it. Looking forward to the Spies in Disguise Will Smith song. You know, here's hoping.
Well, you put it out there. Maybe they're listening.
Whenever you put it into the universe, you know, you put out what you want. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Be sure to check out AVEY on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we drop another video. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I'm Jaby Koay. That's what you say your name. I didn't prep you on that.
AVEY. I'm like, are you introducing me or do I introduce myself?
I forgot. Are we on your YouTube right now?
Where am I?
I'm Jaby Koay. This is
AVEY.
Peace out.